Sandra here with Ginger Bloom Quilts. Thank you for visiting my quilting studio in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to focus on the sit-down long arm, and we're going to do swirls. Did you just buy this machine at a quilt show or at a studio, or maybe you bought it last year and you still haven't built the confidence or the know-how to do this? Well, you know what? I'm going to help you get through all of these steps, and we're going to build some knowledge so that you can quilt and use this machine. That's why you bought it. So we're going to use it. Get you some sample material, and I'll meet you under the needle. I'm going to begin my swirls after I've pulled up my bobbin thread and tied it off. I'm continuing around my swirl just like I would be drawing it, using my foot as my guide. Again, I am looking ahead. I am not looking at just my needle. I am watching where I'm going. Sometimes I flatten out and get a flat side. I call it a flat tire. Sometimes you're going to get a little drunk driving. That's just the way it's going to be until you get better at it. But then again, you're still going to get squirrely on the swirlies. I guess that's what I could say. So we're going to continue this muscle memory that I have. I feel like I'm playing Miss Pac-Man, because when I played Miss Pac-Man, I started out always the same direction and the same routine, and that's what I'm doing here. Now, as the material flows, as the pattern flows, you're going to get out of sync with that, but I almost start out exactly the same. And so what I'm doing is I'm making swirls, and I'm not making them really big. I just want to nestle them along, and I want to go up, down, left, right, so that everything blends and is more cohesive instead of just doing a straight line of swirls. Now, there is a time when you're going to use a straight line of swirls, such like making wind or drawing out some waves and things like that, or if you're in a border. Now, that's going to be straight, but I'm just playing, and I'm moving around, and I'm learning. And I am learning to change directions. I'm learning to tuck things in. I'm learning to echo. And so from here on out, I'm just going to be watching where my foot is going like I'm a new driver. I don't want to look directly at my needle. I'm looking all around me, and I'm watching the road and seeing what's coming, so I'll know where I need to go and turn my steering wheel. So here we go. I'm just going to speed this up so you can watch me echo and swirl. Now that I have my practice piece pretty much full of swirls, I'm just going to go through, echo around, and fill in any spots that I need to make it a completed piece. I'm going to be careful when I get to the edges not to run over my fingers. Again, like I said, also this is a practice piece. If I were quilting a quilt on this, I would have backing and batting extending out from underneath my top, so that I had something to grasp as I'm going around these tight edges. Now it's time to have a little bit of fun. Let's learn some micro stitching. The thing is, you've already learned it. What you're going to do is take off your BSR regulator, and your needle and your stitches are going to be uneven, and it's going to speed up. But you're going to create these tiny little stitches so that you can do micro movements. The movements that you're doing are exactly like the movements that you just learned. We're doing swirls. We're swirling in, out, and around, up and down, and we're going to echo. And we're going to come as close as we can to the design without going over the line. If you go over the line, it's okay. We've all done it. And what I'm trying to accomplish is to fill in these areas so that it gives the remainder of my quilt that I'm quilting around some elevation and some pop to it. It really helps accentuate parts of your quilt.